Oh my gosh. Excuse me while I get this together. Trying to get this off the screen. What's going on? Sorry. Hmm. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get this. Hmm. I don't know. It's being weird. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Oh, we're not gonna do all that noise right there. Okay. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. And welcome to today's episode of Shay's Wellness Club live Q&A accountability sessions. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I thank you guys for joining us today for another great episode of our accountability sessions of Shay's Wellness Club. If you're here watching the replay, thank you. And you're not here by accident. You're here because you're tired of starting over every Monday. You're tired of making excuses of why you're not where you want to be, as far as physical, spiritual, or mental in that any case. And also, you're ready to better your relationship with food. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help us be more nutritious, happy, healthy, okay? For not just us, for our families as well. And so thank you for joining today's episode. We are live on YouTube right now. And if you want to know more about Shay's Wellness Club, check out shayswellnessclub.com, where we talk about all things wellness, weight loss, recipes. We have challenges going on right now and everything in between, okay? So to start off, I want to start off with our mantra, us wellness warriors. And if you're here today and you want to better your relationship with food, better your habit stack, things like that, you are a wellness warrior, and we want you to join the club. Okay, we have a wellness warrior club on Facebook if you want to join that, and then we also have a knit community on Patreon. So if you want to follow me on Patreon, we have Shay's Wellness Club that's available. We're going to start off with our mantra. Okay, we're going to start off the best way possible, being able to have a great week and being able to start off with encouraging words for us. So we're going to do this, and I want you guys to repeat after me. We're going to be talking about some questions. If you have any questions about weight loss, wellness, confidence, anything in between. For those that don't know, I am Sharday Monroe, and I've lost over 60 pounds naturally, thanks to initially food, choosing better, having better choices, finding better snacks, cooking at home more, and all the good things. And then shortly after, the workouts came after that helped me a lot with losing my 60 pounds. So I'm here to help my wellness warriors and those that are alike to lose their weight loss goals. Okay, we specifically talk about weight loss, but there's some people that ask me about gaining weight as well, and there's a healthy way to gain weight and there's a healthy way to lose weight. So I'm here to assist in any way I can. I do private one-on-one coaching, but I also have a really good group community. So you're not just by yourself, but you have a group of people cheering us on. And without further ado, we're going to start with our mantra. So, I like to raise my hand. Let's get us our water gonna be available. We're gonna have our this is my mushroom coffee. We're gonna have our notebooks available. Make sure that you save this for future reference. Save this on your playlist, and you do not have to visually watch me. You can watch this at the gym. You can watch this while you're taking your walk for the day. It's a beautiful day out here in St. Louis, and hopefully I have time to take me a walk as well. But for those that don't, well, actually, we're going to do our mantra first, and then we're going to get into our episode. So, repeat after me. Okay, these are words of affirmation and goodness. I am a proud wellness warrior. I choose progress over excuses. I choose discipline over delay. I choose healing over hiding. Okay? I choose better habits because I deserve better in life. I am not here to be perfect. I'm here to be consistent. I'm here to grow, glow, transform from the inside out. My body is worth caring for. My health is worth fighting for. My future is worth showing up for every day. Today, I release shame. I release doubt. I release every excuse that has kept me stuck. I am strong. I am capable. I am committed. I am becoming the healthiest, happiest, and most confident version of me yet. I am a proud wellness warrior, and I am ready to unbig my back. All right, now let's go. All right, so thank you guys for joining tonight, and I wanted to have one more announcement. We are doing a Unbig Our Back, Step It Up challenge, okay? We're doing 2 challenges right now. We're doing the Unbig Our Back challenge, which comes with a complimentary weight loss strategy session, because I understand people are different. Some people like this, some people like that. Some people need to know where they need to start. So that's what our Unbig Our Back initial challenge is, where you get a one-on-one session with me for about, up to 30 minutes or so. And we go over some things that we could do better for the month and everything like that, which is also available in the Shay's Wellness Club. But also, we are doing a Step It Up Unbig Our Back challenge, where we are going to do our 8 to 10K steps per day, okay? Now, I ain't going to give you guys this challenge that I couldn't do myself. So I told myself if I could do 3 days in a row of 10K steps, hey, thanks for joining. If I could do 3 days in a row of 10K steps, I'm going to do this challenge for my community. So what we're doing is, if you inbox me, or I'll have the link available after this live, or you can go on my page and it'll be available as well. We're going to do an accountability group, and we're going to have an app which helps track our steps. So the only thing is to keep your phone on you, and it'll track your steps wherever you go. I haven't done 10K steps in 3 days in a row in years, okay? So I was like, since I showed up for myself, I'm going to help my wellness warriors and show up for them too. We're going to show up for each other. So we're going to hold each other accountable. Inbox me the word steps or challenge or workout or anything like that, and I'll send you the link, and you can become accountability partner in our Unbig Our Back, Step It Up challenge, where we're doing 8 to 10K steps per day. And if you miss a day, that is fine, or anything like that, but we're just holding each other accountable to do as many 8 to 10K steps as possible. So if you're someone that needs more accountability, more ways to because it tracks your steps, so I have it on my screensaver. So every day that I get complete, it tells me, you did 1 week, you did 10 days, you did 3 days, you did 10 days, 4 days. I'm happy to just do 3 or 4. Because once you do 3 or 4, you're like, okay, I'm going to step it up some more. Because then it's just a fun challenge that that challenge is complimentary for our step up challenge. So just inbox me for that. Okay, so we're gonna talk about something that I've been telling my letting my wellness warriors know for the past few weeks of our 3-step method that helps us lose weight naturally and hold us accountable. And what I call this is the UMA method. The UMA method is our 3 steps to wellness that helps us stay consistent, stay confident, and helps us keep going every day. Now, if you're a wellness warrior, comment below what is our 3-step challenge, okay? UMA stands for something. U-M-A, okay? We are unbigging our back. And how do we do that? In the kitchen. We're holding ourselves accountable as we're going to be cooking more, ladies and gentlemen. And it doesn't have to be every day. It doesn't have to be hours of meal prep. But I want us to work on us cooking and being more consistent with being mindful of what we're eating at home, because it starts at home. We can't enjoy going outside eating our Starbucks in our Chipotle meal if we don't have to home together first. So I'm going to help us better our relationship with food. That is going to be our 2nd step method, which is moving with intention. When we move with intention, it's really going to help us just stay consistent, because once we're not just, better in our relationship with food, we want to grow a little stronger. We want to see our arms form. We want to see our back get unbig in real life. And we do that by being intentional with our movement. Now, number 3 is going to be the hardest part, but this is where I shine and where I come in, and that's the accountability sector. We do accountability as we check in every week. We come here around 6:30 Central Standard Time, about an hour or so, and we talk about wellness strategy, weight loss strategy, ways to feel more confident, ways to get out of the social anxiety at the gym, or even ways to enjoy working out at home. Okay, so accountability is our 3rd sector. So our UMA method, unbigging our back in the kitchen, moving with intention, and accountability. Our 3-step method is what we teach here in Wellness Club. That just helps us stay consistent. For those that don't know, I lost over 60 pounds naturally thanks to this 3-step method. And I wanted to teach my wellness warriors how they could do it at home as well. And I did it by myself. I didn't start off with a fancy gym. I used to work 12, 13-hour days, and it's just, I had to learn how to cook healthy meals. Because a lot of our community, and thanks for the love. Thank you for the likes and the shares. I appreciate it. Thank you. And I understand how hard it is to do it alone. That's why I created this community. So it doesn't have to be just, oh my God, I have to hold myself accountable all the time. No, I want to see your plates. I love rating plates. So people have been sending me their plates and say, how could I do better with this? I had a piece of fried chicken, but it's chicken, so it's, your protein. And then I had some, smothered potatoes, and then I had some broccoli, and then I tell you how you can make it better so it can impact so you can get the most out of your meal and have it fuel you instead of drain you. That's something that I realized. Let me slow it down. That's something I realized when it comes to the eating part of this wellness journey is we really are eating things that are potentially is what's draining us from having energy, what's draining us from just being able to have the good energy to want to go throughout the day. And sometimes what we're eating is part of our problem, of our aches, of our pains, of our attitudes sometimes. So I help with just finding delicious recipes, which I do have available in shayswellnessclub.com, where we just have food that fuels us. Once I realized food is meant to fuel us, I looked at cooking and eating a whole lot different. Because when you eat a certain way, like I used to eat fried pork chops. I used to love me some instant potatoes. I like my what else I used to have? And then I used to really just do different things that I know was messing me up. So when I went to a dietitian, and I'm someone that went to a professional, and this is all advice. This is not taken as doctor or anything like that. To make sure you check with your doctor about any advice you may hear. This is all fair use only. But I went to a dietitian myself, and I asked them, what can I do to lose weight naturally? I know I was going to the doctor back to back. Well, not back to back, but I was going to the doctor and I was reaching the 200 mark. I used to be over 230 pounds. So when the, doctor was telling me I may be pre-diabetic or I'm kind of borderline, stuff like that, it made me really look into, okay, what does that mean? Let me see. I'm not diabetic, so I don't have nothing to worry about, stuff like that. But something told me, you know what? Take the doctor's recommendation and go to a dietitian. So when I went to a dietitian, I realized, and if anybody's listening and available to, because I didn't even have the insurance through my job or anything. I just went to the doctor through it was another insurance. But I went to a dietitian because I had to prescribe them, but I had to get suggested a dietitian. And they told me, okay, so that's why I love to do Rate Your Plates, because that's kind of how they helped me. So they said, this is a picture of a dish, and this is another picture of a dish. Which one are you used to? So the one that I picked was the one that had the biggest portion, because a lot of us was taught, if it's on your plate, you finish it, right? How many of us have been taught that when you have a plate of anything, you finish the plate, okay? And you want to make you a plate, you finish it to not be rude, right? So I chose the bigger plate. And then she said, well, Sharday, this is where you can start right here. Your portions are too big for your stomach. One, you're not supposed to eat until you're hungry or until the point where you're just so sleepy and tired. You're supposed to eat to satisfy, but also you don't need so much portion at one time. So instead of 3 pieces of chicken, you only need 2. Or instead of this portion of rice, you only need half of that. I was like, whatever. Like, do you think I listened as soon as I heard the doctor? No, I didn't. Okay? I'm going to be first to admit that. And that's why I understand sometimes I'm going to show up for you guys as much as I can every Sunday at 6:30 Central Standard Time. Because sometimes you might need to hear this more than once. But once I realized it was months later, I finally listened. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take some money. I made a budget. Went to Aldi. This video was not sponsored, by the way. And this was when I lived by myself. And I bought a month's worth of food. Bought so much food and I meal prepped. I taught myself how to meal prep. And now I have a meal prep service here in St. Louis where I help others maintain their weight loss goals and their portion sizing. So when I did that and realized it was really me eating too much and then too much of the wrong things, too much saturated fat, too much sugar, too much carbs, stuff like that, it was the game changer I've been waiting for my whole life. And sometimes I still think to myself, why did I let myself go like that? And this is going to be a big part of your journey. Because if you're a wellness warrior and you're watching this through the end, you really are serious and you really do want to see a difference in your body, in your wellness, just in your energy in general. You're going to realize and look back at the pictures, because if I can do it, you can do it. I promise you. Okay? Regardless of your situation or what's going on, time's going to pass. So when you focus on your health and wellness, you're really going to own in on your future. And not just your future, but your kids' future, your spouse's future, your family and friends' future, okay? So when I really realized that, I was like, why did I let myself get so big? I was over 230 pounds in my early 20s, right? And I walked, that's how I know it was the food, because I walked all the time. I did 10K steps just from going to work back and forth, because I used to catch the bus and everything like that. So when I start eating right, I lost 20 pounds within a certain amount of weeks, or a certain amount of couple months, I was like, I really thought the scale was something was wrong with the scale at my job. So I went to the doctor. It was like, yes, ma'am, you've lost about 20 pounds, 20 to 25 pounds. And I was like, all from eating 5 times a day. And a lot of people saying, you can't lose weight from eating 5 times a day. Yes, you can. That's how I know it's the food. It's what we're eating that's making us sick, that's making us sluggish, that's making us bigging our back. And my job is to help us unbig our back, okay? So it's all in the food. So we're going to talk a little bit more about this UMA method that I am going to be talking more about to you guys. So I want us to stop watching the transformation. A lot of people that have seen me early on saw me big backed. A lot of people saw me when I was at the, enjoying life, wearing my waist trainers and all that. And tonight, I want us to stop just watching the transformation, but becoming the transformation. I want us to do this together. Recently, I've lost, because my, weight fluctuates. And I have no problem with admitting that. But I was able to win the transformation challenge at my gym. That's why I created a transformation challenge for us. Because when you have accountability and kind of a challenge, it kind of makes it fun. So I was able to lose 15 pounds within 6 weeks. And that's probably maybe not the fastest, but that's a fast amount of weight to lose in 6 weeks. Because some people can't lose 15 pounds in a month. In a year sometimes. So what I plan to do is using this UMA method of stop watching the transformation, but becoming the transformation, okay? I didn't just watch the transformation. I didn't just watch people work out. I didn't just watch people eat right. I didn't just watch and scroll on social media, people working out and eating right and stuff. I was actually doing some of those workouts I was seeing online. I was actually eating a lot of those recipes I was saving. And once you realize a week go by, 2 weeks go by, maybe that third week you slip up, but then that fourth week you back at it, and then it really makes a dramatic change. Small steps can make for big changes. And that's what the transformation challenge is about. Becoming the transformation, not just watching it. So tonight isn't just about what to eat, what workouts to do. Tonight is about you becoming through this process. Because if you don't see yourself different, you will keep choosing from the old version of you. Okay? Make up your mind right here and now that I'm going to do better from this day forward. Okay? You might have ate some sugar earlier. You might have had a piece of cake earlier. You might have had your Starbucks earlier. You might have had that over-calorie Smoothie King earlier. But from this day, this night forward, I'm going to do better to transform me. And it's really an everyday thing. Okay? So unbigging our back. How to incorporate this into the into our UMA method, okay? Unbigging our back. This is where I help show you guys what they physically want to change. So our question is when we do and if somebody wants me to do a strategy session right now, I could do a brief one, but I would need the feedback or comment or something. But I'm going to help you understand what the physical challenge for you is. When it comes to the kitchen, I'm going to ask you, so what are some foods you do not like? What are some foods you do like? And why don't you like certain foods? Some people, now, when it comes to allergies, that makes sense. But for some people, they're just like, ugh, I just never liked it as a kid. But have you tried it as an adult? How many of us, in the show of hands, like something now, but you didn't like as a child? Because I can name almost half of the alphabet of how much I like broccoli now. I like cauliflower now. I like salmon now. I like corn now. I did not like corn growing up. You know what I mean? You'd be surprised how different our taste buds change once we get older. So I help you kind of get reacquainted with certain foods. Because sometimes it's how we cook it as well. Because someone told me recently, Sharday, I don't like sweet potatoes, okay? I don't know. It's nasty, la 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 la. So I'm like, okay, you had it this way, but have you had it in this way? So when she tried it, she was like, I don't really like it though. It's just like, sometimes it's the way they cook it, and sometimes it's the way it's just made. Especially if you had sweet potato like at a fast food place or something like that. So I gave a suggestion. Okay, how about this? I want you to just buy 2 sweet potatoes. I don't want you to buy a bag. Just buy 1 or 2 sweet potatoes. I want you to. Well, I asked them, do they like baked potatoes? She said yes. I said okay, and she's on her fat loss journey. So I said, okay, take 2 baked potatoes, slice them in half, put them in the oven. Well, not slice them in half. Put them in the oven without slicing them, or you can slice them, but you put them in the oven, bake for about 45 minutes to an hour. It depends on how soft you like them. Take them out, cut them in half, or put a slit right there. And I'm gonna instead of cheese, because everybody loves putting baked potatoes with cheese, I said try some ground turkey. They're like, ground turkey. Follow me. Okay, you trying to do this for real? You said you was open to try to do better stuff. So it was like, yeah, sure. I said okay. I said, do you got some ground turkey? I said, yeah, I got some. I was gonna make some turkey burgers with them. I said, okay, just take a small bit. I don't want you to waste a whole package of meat or nothing like that. Just try some little by little. So ground up some turkey. After your sweet potato is baked, take it out, put a little bit, don't go crazy, but a little bit of grass-fed butter. Put it on there, and put some ground turkey on there once it's browned. She said, all right. Now, if this nasty, I'm going to tell you, okay? I said, fine, 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 fine. Tell me, please, because I want to know if my suggestions are good or not. I know personally it was good when I tried it, so I just gave her the suggestion. So the next day, she was like, okay, I cooked it. Did I cook it right? And she showed me the picture, and it looked good, too. I said, you did good. So you never made this before? She's like, no. I said, okay. So she said she loved it. She ended up like making an extra one for her boyfriend, and he liked it. So I was like, see? She was like, cause it didn't taste like that the first time I made it. It just was like runny, or I don't know how she made it the first time. All I know is my suggestion helped her enjoy sweet potatoes. So instead of sweet potatoes, she said she's gonna switch white potatoes to sweet potatoes, and she said it makes her like enjoy the carbs a little more. That's a healthy carb I like to suggest. I like to eat sweet potatoes with my ground turkey. I do it with that. I do it with shrimp, chicken ground chicken is fine as well. Salmon, when I did that with salmon. Okay, so I suggest stuff like that. Okay, so let me ask you guys this, and I want you to answer in the comments if you can. What part of your body, habits, energy, or confidence are you ready to unbig? What is a body part that you're ready for? Like, what is your biggest issue? Is it going to be your arms, your back, your legs, your stomach? I want you to pick one body part. Your neck could be one. Your face puff can be one. What is a body part that you would like to unbig right now? Okay, someone said belly. Same here. Same here. Someone else says, I need my energy to be better. Yeah, I get that for real, for real. So I need everything big. I know that's right. I know that's right. Okay. So I want us to pick at least one main body part to focus on. Okay? That could be back, waist, belly, arms. It could be your endurance, your energy, or just consistency, period. Showing up 5 to 7 times a week, making it happen. I go to the gym 5 days a week, but I did not start that way. Okay? I started with 2 days a week with gym classes at my gym. And I've been to all the commercial gyms pretty much since 2012. So I've tried pretty much all of them: YMCA, Club Fitness, Planet Fitness, Fitness 19 when they used to be here, all of the local ones, big ones, and it's finding out just what works best for you. I don't, you do not have to start off super expensive or anything like that. You can start off small, and then once you're ready to expand, get a nicer membership or upgrade your membership, or just do it at home. Because I started off as at home workouts as well before work. Okay. And then we're gonna pick me. I like the unbig our back challenge because it really helped unbig my back. When I worked on my back, it helped my core, and then it also working on my back helps my arms a little bit too. So it's kind of a connection thing. And also I want to build strength. So building my back was a great way to do that. If you watch one of my last posts on my page, it shows you how many rolls I've had. After this live, watch it, check it out. It shows you how many rolls I used to have, right? And baby, I used to count them. But now I'm down to just 2. You'll know what I mean when you watch the video. But we're gonna stop saying to each other also, I just want to lose weight. And we have to get specific. We have to say how much weight. Which area am I gonna focus on most this week? Every week, focus on a new muscle group. This week, I'm working on back. This week, I'm working on legs. This week, I'm working on arms. This week, I'm working on strength. This week, I'm working on strength of my legs. Once you have a specific thing to focus on for the week, it helps to not have to guess at the gym, right? So I want to feel confident in fitted shirts, okay? Just things like that. I had to speak things into existence. I weigh this much. I just lost 20 pounds. I am stronger every day. I unbig my back all the time, okay? I am continuously unbigging my back, okay? I say that to myself all the time. I want to stop hiding in photos. That was a big thing. People ask me, Sharday, what was it that made you want to just lose the weight and just said, F this, I'm ready to lock in. And it was my photos, honestly. Me trying to contort and move and pose in ways that I thought made me look smaller. But it didn't really in reality now. And I also want us to start taking pictures of ourselves, because that really showed me how far I've come. So when I was looking at my old photos from years and years ago when I started, I was like, wow, I'm so glad I kept my old photos. And some people would throw them away or delete them like, ugh, that's not me anymore. Screw that. I have to know how far I have come, because I promise you, when you document how far you've come, you don't want to go back. And if you watch my last reel or my last TikTok or whichever you want to call it, or my last short, it shows at the very end of the video, you're going to watch it to the end, I am not going back to over 230 pounds. And you have to say it out loud. You have to, it shows the difference. Take a pic, we take photos and it's always going to be, in our camera roll, right? Wear that outfit again like 6 months later and see. Does it fit the same? Is it looser? Does it look better on me? Does it look worse on me? Being mindful of ourselves is gonna be ideal for this process. Taking measurements and weighing ourselves to track the evidence not just the emotional part. Mind you, you're going to see the transformation before you see it on the scale, especially if you're someone like me who lifts weights and stuff. So you have to be mindful of, hi, thanks for joining. And thank you guys for watching today's episode of Shay's Wellness Club. Feel free to check out shayswellnessclub.com to where we are doing our wellness challenges. We're doing this Unbig Our Back challenge, which is $97. And we're doing a complimentary Unbig Our Back Step It Up challenge where we're doing 8 to 10K steps per day. I'm not sure how I'm going to do today. I only have maybe 3K at the moment, but hey, we're gonna make it happen. I have a portable treadmill at home, so I might have to be on the treadmill for like an hour, hopefully not longer than that. Anyways, but we're holding each other accountable, so that's what we are all about over here. Let me see. Okay, so part of unbigging our back is taking away the things that are making us stuck. When I say this, I mean things that are self-doubt, things like keeping sugary sweets, sugary drinks, things that are holding us back from our transformation in plain sight. If you're someone with kids or with a husband that likes sweets and stuff, having it out of sight, out of mind really helps. Other than not buying it at all, which I prefer. But it's always best when you have, other people in the house you have to consider to either help they be on the journey with you or keep those things out of sight. So like a lot of sweet stuff like that, I do not have on a counter. I do not have as soon as I wake up, that's the first thing I see when I go in the kitchen. No. Okay. I put that stuff up in the cabinet high too. I don't want to open my cabinet to my rice cakes and see a candy bar right there. No, it's going up there around the corner somewhere. It just is very helpful. Let me see. Oversized portions as well. Oversized portions are definitely going to be big on keeping mindful of. Being mindful of our portion sizes are going to be so important. Basically, our stomachs are the size of our fists. So if you're eating too much, so your portion sizes shouldn't be more than your fists in a way. Also, just keeping a calorie deficit. What is a calorie deficit? It's a certain amount of calories we consume per day that we stay in that window of. So it really depends. If you join Shay's Wellness Club strategy session or the Unbig Our Back challenge, we go over your calorie deficit number. So if you're someone that wants to learn that, I'm here and available as well. But it goes by how often you work out, if you do or don't, and also it goes by your height and stuff of that nature. So what we do is go over your calorie deficit, and then we stay within that calorie deficit for weight loss. Or if you're interested in intermittent fasting, I have a book on that as well. That I also do. I do 16-hour intermittent fasting at least 5 to 6 days a week. So before bed tonight, we have something to do. We have some homework. If you reached this far, thank you. And share this to a friend. Share this on Twitter if you have to. Somebody might need this information. Okay, before bed, write down one thing that you are ready to unbig. We're going to write down one thing that we want to unbig on our body, okay? Our arms, legs, thighs, stomach, okay? I can name a couple as well. But just let's pick one thing this week to work on. So today, I'm gonna say, for instance, I'm gonna work on my lower body this week. Lower body, legs, and maybe a core or something like that. I try to incorporate a core workout in every workout, since it's usually the one that's neglected most, because you can't get a flat stomach if you don't work your core, right? So I try to do if I'm doing a workout, so say I'm doing legs, I'm doing leg day, I'm going to do 3 leg workouts, and then that 4th one is going to be a core. Whether it's planks, side planks, all kinds. There's all kinds of different ones. And if you want access to my exercise saved playlist, please let me know. I'll be happy to give that to you. But yes, we are going to find something. Before bed tonight, we're going to write down one thing we are ready to unbig, and not just on your body, but in our behavior. Okay? So we are going to make sure. Yay, thanks for doing it. Quick question. Should I move? I don't know how to answer that. Should I move on him or he will be back? I don't know. But yes. So what we're going to do, I just realized that there's a bunch of us. Anyways, so what we're going to do is make sure we write that down for tonight. Why are we writing it down? I want you to write it down. I want you to also put it in your notes in your phone. And if you need to make it a screensaver, do that too. Because I want us to be consistent and put in our mind that we're going to be successful in this journey. So, we have to do also is to switch our behavior up. We can have in our mind all day, oh, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. But our behavior of consistency, perseverance, being disciplined is something that has to be exercised as well. Being honest with ourselves. Okay? For example, I'm ready to unbig my excuses. I'm ready to unbig my back. I'm ready to unbig my sugar cravings. I'm ready to unbig my inconsistency in this journey. And I'm ready to see the results I've always wanted. Because once you start seeing that body form, like I've said in previous videos, you are not going to want to go back, okay? And I love, like I said before, I loved myself when I was over 230, okay? I was fine. I had a man all the time. And, I lived by myself. And it was, a great time. But when I lost that weight, when I lost 60 pounds naturally, my life changed so much that I have the life that I've almost dreamed of, okay? All I need is my housekeeper and an assistant. I don't know. But yes, you're able to get the body that you desire. And it's just so many good things that come with it. Like I could tell you, but I'd rather for you to experience it. When you lose that 20 pounds, the first 20 pounds you lose, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I guess she knows what she was talking about. I guess it worked. It's because it's a lot of us holding each other back is all in our mind. And we have to put in ourselves every day. I'm going to unbig these excuses, okay? I have no more excuses. Okay, I work a lot. I'm going to put time towards 30 minutes a day, 45 minutes a day, not even an hour you have to put in. But you have to dedicate a certain amount of day. Out of 24 hours, 1 hour, but within 1 hour, you should be able to discipline yourself to the point where you'd be like, wow, people say, how do you have time to work out and stuff? You make time because it's important. You have an hour to scroll on social media. You have an hour to watch baddies. You had an hour to watch All the Queen's Men and whatever other show they be having. You have an hour for that. You have an hour for your fitness. You have an hour for your discipline. You have an hour for your future. You have an hour to not only think and enjoy your own company and yourself, but to clear your mind as well, the noise of life. Okay, get you a good podcast like this going, a good playlist, even just instrumentals, and discipline, and push yourself to your workout. So we went over the you part, unbigging our back in the kitchen. Now we're going into the mindset of things, right? Being mindful with our workouts. The identity of transformation is so important. This is where you become more than a weight loss strategy. This is where it becomes, I'm teaching myself discipline, confidence, and trust within myself. Okay. Once you rely on those three things, you can go so far you wouldn't even imagine. People are going to be seeing you disciplined because others are watching, even if they don't say it. Okay. So we're going to stop waiting to feel motivated and start asking, what would the woman I'm becoming choose? We fast forward 10 years from now. No. Fast forward 5 years from now. Will that person 5 years in the future be happy with the decisions you make today? Because think about it. You're in your 40s or 50s, and you look back 5 years and say you didn't go to the gym. You weren't consistent. Even go just a year. A year passed, because time's going to go regardless, right? A year passed, 365 days. You look back and you're like, I didn't go to the gym. I didn't drink my gallon of water that I'm supposed to. I didn't go for walks when I needed it to clear my head. I didn't take a break from smoking weed. I didn't take a little break from drinking. I kept going out every weekend. I kept letting emotional issues pin me down. I kept letting grief hold me hostage. I kept letting this happen. I had every excuse. I'm tired. I don't feel like it. My boss is getting on my nerves, so I just want to go home and go to sleep. All these excuses. A year goes by. Are you going to be thankful for 1 minute from now, 1 day from now, 1 year from now can completely change your life? You look back and you're like, wow, I didn't do anything on that list. Every January 1st, I say I'm going to do this. 3 months go by, I say, okay, I'm serious. I'm going to do this. And then you look back a year and you're like, I didn't stick to anything. I went to work. That's all I did was go to work. We need to do more than just go to work. We need to do even more than to go to church or even have church at home. We need to stay disciplined in as many avenues and aspects as possible. We need to be disciplined with what we're reading. We need to be disciplined on what we focus on. Watching our trash TV sometimes and watching social media is cool and all. But if those going through people's social medias and seeing them living life, going on trip, and then you're like, man, I wish that was me. Man, I wish that was me. Man, I wish that was me. And you're by and you're like, man, I wish that was me. When instead of using content as an escape, you use it for motivation and actually put it towards your goal, your future. I listen to Sharday every Sunday. Thanks to her, I'm able to lose. I lost 20 pounds within 8 weeks? Oh, wow. 8 weeks is a long time. No, it's not. 6 months is not that much time to lose your goal weight. You could lose 20 or 30 pounds in 6 months if you really locked in, if you really watch these replays, if you really show up every Sunday taking them notes and really take this motivation as not just talk, but a stepping stone into you doing what you need to do in order to make your future self happy. And that's what I'm here for, okay? Thank you guys for joining. I appreciate the likes and the loves. Keep tapping. Share this to a friend. Even share this on Twitter. Hey, we're all here to hold each other accountable. But yes, what would the person I'm becoming choose a year from now? Did you take that walk instead of blowing up and crashing out on somebody? Were you able to say, no, I'm not going to drink tonight? So no, I'm not gonna drink tonight. I'm on. Because me, when I drink liquor and I don't drink anymore and I don't smoke anymore, saying no to that helps my stomach fat. Because people that don't know, when you drink liquor, it makes you burn fat slower. It helps makes you burn fat slower. So it's so important that we are being mindful of what we're doing in our habits. Small habits can make huge change. Okay? You just saying yes to the gym once a day for an hour. Oh my gosh. Sorry, y'all. But we are every meal is a point. Every walk is a point. Every bottle of water is a point. Okay? Every no is a point. Sometimes we gotta say no to what we really want so we can really see the discipline we desire. All right. This is your sign to drink some water. And I'm on time. All right. A gallon of water a day could possibly keep the doctor away. Hallelujah. Um, but yes, we have to stop making emotional decisions when it comes to food. That is something that I talk about all the time. My goal is to help us better our relationship with food. And a lot of that is emotional. A lot of us, how many of us have ever emotionally ate anymore? Anything? How many of us, when we get sad, when we get emotional, when we get upset, we just head for that fridge, head for that pantry? I am not ashamed to admit that I used to do that quite a bit. I used to be like, oh, I'm bored. I'm gonna be by myself all weekend, so I'm gonna order me some emos and have a good old time on the couch. You know what I mean? But I had to better my relationship with food, which honestly made me less emotional about eating. You know, a lot of times when we're emotional about things, the gym can help, or just working out, taking a walk, it can help tremendously. Oh yeah, so someone asked, so do you ever eat and feel guilty? Yes, I have ate and felt guilty before. And you have to remember that you can enjoy eating whatever you want, especially if you're on a calorie deficit. It's just, you don't have to beat yourself up over one meal. Like, okay, I went to the buffet today. Okay, that's okay. It's okay once in a while. Now, if you're someone that falls off the wagon too much, and I get that, but if you're someone that learning discipline, it's going to help you so much from emotionally eating. So we're going to talk about some psychological things that helps us make better decisions. So me, a lot of people, I used to be and let me know if you're someone like that too, that did not like salads. Me, I didn't like salads. I'm like, why am I paying $10 for a salad that I can make at home? And then when I got home, I didn't feel like making no salad. I'm like, why am I putting all this stuff in my salad? Blah blah blah. So some people are saying, I don't like salads. I don't eat salads. Well, We have to better our relationship with food. And sometimes I have to even tell myself, and I've done that recently, where I said, I'm going to have a salad today. I'm going to have a salad today. Especially with my husband, he likes to go to fast food places still. I'm like, okay, I'm going to have fat. I'm going to have, if I'm going to go to a restaurant today, I'm going to order a salad. And I make sure I make that a mindful choice at least once or twice a week if I'm going out. And just bettering our vocabulary. For example, the version of me I'm becoming is the person who promises herself she can do it. I can do it. The version of me I'm becoming is the person who meal preps before I get overwhelmed. The version of me I'm becoming is a person who walks even when I don't feel like it. The version of me I am becoming loves eating fruits and vegetables. Okay? The person that I am now loves taking a walk, enjoying nature outside, even without my phone, walking down the street. The version of me that I am becoming is not going to start brand new every Monday. I am consistent throughout. Some days I might not do my best, but most days I am the best I could be. Okay? One day is not gonna mess up months of discipline. It's weeks that are messing up our months of discipline, if that makes any sense. Okay? And then we're gonna talk about the A. Accountability. There is community in this transformation challenge. Joining Shay's Wellness Club is a great place to start, where you can ask Sharday, me, hey, is this plate, how do you rate this plate? Could I do better? If I only had $20 budget for today, what could I eat? How can I better my relationship with food? I am someone that drinks entirely too many calories. What can I do to have better options? Do you have a grocery list? Because I just don't know what to get at the grocery store. Inbox me. I have all these resources available to my wellness warriors. And if you're listening today, you are a wellness warrior, okay? One step at a time. What's our motto? One decision can change the rest of our life. All you have to do is say, yes, I am ready to do better. And I am going to do better. Okay, so we're going to do, and I want someone that's, I'm going to make sure I lean in when I say this. Okay. I want you to know that accountability isn't punishment. Accountability isn't judgment. Accountability is assistance in your journey. Okay? It is helping you saying, you can do this. You can lose this 20 pounds. I don't know who's telling you you look better the way you are. And I don't know who's telling you I'd rather you be unhealthy than you better yourself in your mind than your body. But you are here for a reason. And holding you accountable is not a bad thing. It's not to be mean to you. It's not to tell you we're big and we're big backed or none of that. It's us to let each other know that we have each other's back. And when you slip up, I'm here to help you. And when I slip up, you guys help me. That's why I love my wellness warriors, because y'all keep me on my toes, okay? Doing this transformation challenge, I was like, man, I ain't gonna win this thing. And I was like, no, I gotta win this for my wellness warriors. I gotta be like, I won because I want them to win. Okay? And joining this Unbig Our Back challenge is gonna be ideal for you. And if you want to sign up for either our Unbig Our Back challenge or our Unbig Our Back Step Up challenge, inbox me. I would love for you to join us. Okay? But you also want to track your patterns, not perfection, okay? Make it a pattern. Make it a routine. Waking up an hour early. just to get some push-ups in, some sit-ups in. You don't need a gym to be successful in weight loss, and I can attest to that. Walking up and down stairs, take a 30-minute walk, 15-minute there, 15-minute back. Okay? And you'll be surprised how 30 minutes go by like that. Okay. So that's why I created this 3-step method for us to lose weight naturally. Because you don't need just random tips. You need a strategy and a seamless on repeat method that you can remind yourself to do every day. And I want to help you with the method. Now tell me, which one is your favorite in the comments? The method. Which one? Is it the unbigging our back in the kitchen? Is it being more mindful movements? So is it the workouts that you're excited for? Thank you for liking the live. We love you and appreciate you. Or is it the accountability sector, where we come once a week on Sundays to talk about wellness strategy, weight loss strategy, and in Wellness Club as well. If you join our monthly subscription, you get monthly check-ins with me personally. So I would love for you to join us on the Wellness Warriors. But we also are on Facebook. And you could just make sure you're clicking the bell so you can get us. So when we go live like this, make sure you're clicking the bell. So when we go live, you get notified. Because these are some great gems. And make sure that you watch the replay as well. You can watch it at home. You can watch it however you choose. This is great stuff. So what did I do well this week? Is going to be your quick win for tonight. What in the 3 methods, what is a part of our body that we're going to unbig? What part of the body we're going to work on this week? Is it going to be our back, our arms, our legs, our core? Let me know in the comments, or let me know in the inbox if you want to be more private. Where did I break my promise to myself? This is a weekly check-in. We're going to say, when did I break the promise to myself that I would do better and be better for the next day? Instance, yesterday I had a cookie. I said I wasn't going to have a cookie for a week. I was going to have no sweets for a week. And I broke my promise to myself. And not beating myself up about it, but I own that. I realized that. And what I'm going to do, take an extra 20 minutes on a treadmill, or sometimes a healthy punishment is good as well. I said, I'm going to do an extra 2 minutes on the Stairmaster. And the extra 2 minutes on the Stairmaster feel like 10. Okay? So, there's that. And what is one connection for next week? So what is something that I'm going to take into the next week? Are we going to tonight? So I want us to tonight to stop thinking about weight loss as just pounds. I want us to think about transformation. What are we learning? What are we becoming? What will people be able to say changed about me because I committed myself? Okay. Some people say, wow, Sharday, you don't drink anymore. I'm like, thank you. Why do you drink so much? I just playing. But, or, oh, wow, Sharday, stop smoking. When are you going to start back? Never. But let's go to a workout class, though. Okay? This challenge to ourselves is going to be amazing eye opener for those that are around us as well. Like, who is really holding us back? Because it's always one person that wants to drag us to that old place, drag us to that old drunken self, drag us back to those old ways when we're trying to do better. I don't know about you, but when I indulge, or when I did in the past, it just put me back to where I used to be. And we are focused here on the future. So we got to identify those briefly as well. Who's really encouraging us to keep going? Who's being all snippy and side-eyeing because we're eating an apple or a salad instead of eating a hot wings and barbecue? Okay? who's really in our corner, who's not. It's going to be really a big impact in this part as well. I didn't just lose 60 pounds because I had perfect motivation. I changed because I started learning myself. I learned my triggers, my portions, my excuses, my cravings, my patterns, and my power. Now I teach from what I survived and what I built. And I hope that listening to this today really helped you open your eyes to a different side of it. Not from the judgmental side, but from the side that makes you just want to do better, period. Okay? So we're in our Unbig Our Back challenge. We're doing 3 different transformation levels. We're doing the body transformation. What is something you want to see? 1. What is something you want to see change? Do you want to see your back unbig? Do you want to see your stomach smaller? Do you want to see, you be able to look down and you see all your good stuff? Do you want, and believe it or not, fun fact, you could lose weight in your feet. Who knew that you could lose weight in your feet? So who wants to go down a shoe size? Because I have. Okay. Behavior transformation. What do I need to do differently than what I do now? I had to better my relationship with food, meaning I had to start cooking more at home. I had to learn how to cook. In my 20s, I didn't know how to cook healthy. I didn't know about steaming instead of frying. I didn't know baking instead of frying. I didn't know a lot of things, knowing that makes my body feel amazing. Learning what vegetables and fruit make me feel energized instead of sluggish, instead of eating that church's chicken that used to make me cranky. Okay. All that inflammation. I was like, wow, all that fried stuff made me inflamed like that. Made my face puffy when I ate too much sugar. Made me break out more from eating so much sour cream and processed cheese. That's what was doing. That was what making my face do that. And then also belief transformation. What do I need to believe in myself? What do I need to believe in myself in order for me to succeed and make this happen? All those 3 things are transformation levels that's what our 3-step method is teaching us. Body transformation, behavioral transformation, and belief transformation. Okay? The 3 B's. Body, behavior, belief. And thanks to Shay's Wellness Club, we're going to get into some things. We're going to get into that. So here's tonight's homework, and that'll be it. Now, most people's homework be boring and stupid and annoying, all right? I'm giving you homework that's going to make you get something done for the week. Write down your becoming statement, okay? I am becoming a better version of myself because of 4. I am becoming a better workout person. I am becoming better with my food options. I'm becoming better with snacking so much. I'm becoming better with not drinking all my calories for the day. I am becoming better statement. Take your starting photo, your transformation photo starts today, okay? You don't have to start first of every month. Take your transformation starts today, right? Take your picture tonight, go back 6 months. I want to see a difference, okay? And I know I'm going to see a difference within me, and I want to see a difference within you, my transformation, my wellness warriors, especially if you're doing this Step It Up challenge. I think I have maybe an hour left of daylight, so I'm going to try to get me a walk in. But inbox me if you want to become part of my Walk It Step Up challenge. Also, we are going to pick one habit to master 7 days. We're going to pick one habit. Let me say this right. Yeah, I had to fix myself. Okay, So we're going to pick one habit this week that we are going to master for 7 days, okay? Either that is drinking more water, either half a gallon or a gallon, preferably half your body weight in ounces. Bam. We're going, okay? We are going to pick one habit to master for 7 days. The easiest, cheapest thing to do on top of the list, drinking water. A gallon or less a day. Okay? We're going to better drink our water. Oh, 7 days of water. This helps you not drink. This helps you not eat so much. Drink a little bit before you eat every meal. That helps so much with your digestive system. But also, it helps you hydrate your skin. It helps with flushing out your system, detoxing, all that good stuff. Right? You're going to find one habit to master, whether that's drinking your water, going to the gym more often a week. You don't have to go to the gym 7 days, but 3 to 5 days if you can. The walk step up challenge is a really good habit to track within 7 days. Cooking 3-4 times a day. Okay, we're gonna master doing this 7 days a week. Find a habit to master, whether it's waking up early to do an extra exercise, waking up early to meditate, waking up early to plan the day better, waking up a little early and to plan our meal, cook, anything that's a positive habit. We're going to pick one, just one, and master that for 7 days. Tracking our water, our movement, and meals for 1 week. Okay, showing up to the next wellness club with evidence, not excuses. From this Sunday to next Sunday, you have to report back here as my wellness warrior, and I want you to tell me a habit that you incorporated starting tonight, or starting tonight. Drinking more water, taking a walk, even if it's 15 minutes, even if it's 10 minutes. I want you to walk to the corner, walk back a couple times. That still counts as well, okay? And I want you to report back here and let me know how great you did. Thank you for watching today's Shay's Wellness Club live Q&A accountability sessions, where we not only lose weight naturally, better our relationship with food, but we hold each other accountable in a fun, comedic way. Thank you guys. I love you guys. Put God first. Pray about it. Don't take things personal. Okay? Let your hurt go. Don't take things personal. Put God first. And make someone smile this week, okay? Give a random person a compliment. Bring good energy into the world. And it shall come back. Love you guys. See you next week. Bye.